because they have no plan. And a business without a plan is not a business really at all. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm gonna give you 5 tips for starting a pressure washing business. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Austin Davis, and I've been running a power washing business in the Central Texas area for the last 6 years, and I've been taking you guys along the journey with me for the last 3 years on TikTok and on YouTube. And let me just tell you, if you're out there right now trying to get your own thing going and you're struggling, you're trying to get your business off the ground, okay, buddy, I've been there. I get the struggle. I've been through all the ups and downs in starting and growing a service business. From not really knowing where my next job was gonna come from, or really not even knowing when my phone was gonna ring, to having $100,000 months inside of my pressure washing business. So do me a favor, guys, if you guys do get any value from this video, do hit the like button, drop a comment down below. It would very greatly help this channel. Without further ado, let's get right into the 5 tips. All right, guys, let's get right into the first tip I have for you guys when it comes to starting a pressure washing business, and that's to not quit your full-time job too early. I know a lot of you guys can be hearing this and saying like, duh, that's a no-brainer. But you guys would be surprised because, you know, I understand what it's like when you're working a job and it's not fulfilling and you just kind of want to do something else, and you kind of feel this thing in your heart that says that's pulling you, that you can do something better, something bigger. And I've definitely been there before. I understand that feeling. And what happens is there's a lot of content creators, gurus online that says, you know, you need to quit your job, you need to start doing what you want to do, you need to, you know, start a business, quit working for the people you're working for, stop clocking in and clocking out for a paycheck, all this stuff that's online, right? And it kind of steers you down this, man, I gotta quit my job and I gotta do what I want to do, right? And I implore you to go down that road, right? But there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. But what can happen is you're working a job, you get excited about a business because you saw a YouTube video, you start to market that business during the week or on a weekend. You're getting excited because your phone's ringing from some marketing that you were able to do on this new business idea that you just started, right? Well, what happens is on that weekend where you have fulfilled all that work, let's call it pressure washing because we're here learning about pressure washing. I'm making content on pressure washing, guys. Because on a weekend, maybe you'll make 500 bucks, and 500 bucks is a lot of money, okay? 500 bucks is a lot of money. Damn, man, I just made 500 bucks on a weekend. It takes me all week to make 500 bucks at my job. This is a pretty good thing. There's no reason why I should be working my job. I should just be doing this, and I'm gonna do this and not do that. That's what people end up doing because, you know, people have shiny object syndrome. They just want to go towards where the shiny things are. The shiny things is this new business idea that I started, right? And well, that's what they do. They YOLO their job, they quit their job. It never ends up working out that good.
Real quick, guys, before we get into the next tip, I want to tell you guys about my 6-figure pressure washing program, which is a 70 video training module course that goes over everything from starting the business, equipment, how to wash different surfaces, the do's, the don'ts, how to market yourself and get customers, advanced marketing and lead generation, and ultimately how to hit 6 figures in this business. Hundreds of people have gone through the program and are seeing some pretty awesome results, with some people even having $5,000 weeks, which is just absolutely incredible. We also do live Zoom calls once a week, and you also have free access to my cell phone number for one-on-one coaching. Guys, it's super cheap. It's literally $40. It's a no-brainer. You can cancel anytime. I hope to see you on the other side, but for now, let's get back to these tips.
Right? You get lucky sometimes and you have ups and downs in this business. I'm in Central Texas. It's pretty hot here, but still, this is a seasonal business. If you're up north, it's gonna get cold. You're gonna have maybe 6 to 8 good months. What happens is, of course, they have now quit their job and they're wondering where their next leads and their next calls are gonna come from, right? So here's what I would tell you when it comes to leaving your job and starting a business. You should not leave your full-time job until it costs you more money to be at your job than what your job is currently paying you, via missed opportunities, customers that couldn't get on your schedule because you could not fulfill them in the time in an appropriate time because you're spending all your time at your full-time job. You know, you're missing calls and you're missing leads due to you being at your full-time job. You should have a history of repetitive missed opportunities. I'm not talking about 3 or 4 days or a week of just missed opportunities. All of a sudden, oh man, I would have made more money this week if I would have just worked my business, because this is gonna be up and down. And especially if you're in the spring, you gotta take that into account because spring is gonna be the busiest time of the year. You can't expect you to do 2 months of spring work and have it pay for the whole rest of the year. I would implore you guys to maybe spend 6 months to a year really kind of doing this on the side. I understand that can be kind of, you know, and I'm not saying people haven't had success by quitting their job. There's plenty of people that have done that. But a lot of people fail by over leveraging themselves. Okay, look, stick in your job, do this on the weekends, build up some good Google reviews, and build a solid foundation, and that will give you guys the best chances of you guys actually being around the next year. Because like I said, guys, 90% of people that start businesses are not there next year. So that's my first tip for you guys. Tip number 2, don't go out there and buy very expensive equipment when you're brand new, okay? If I told you there was this really awesome business out there that you could do that has the potential, okay, keyword potential, to go out there and make a bunch of money, except you needed to spend $30,000 on equipment, is that something that you would just go ahead and just swipe the card and do effortlessly? No, of course not. Why? Because you don't have the business to support that kind of expenditure. You know, I'm assuming most people just don't have that kind of cash laying around. So what happens is a lot of people go out there and they finance this kind of equipment, right? It's perfectly okay to start with lower level equipment, okay? I started with a $300 Home Depot power washer, okay? And what happened was I slowly upgraded from there. And I even rented equipment. If there was equipment that I needed, like a surface cleaner, and I couldn't afford it back then, I rented it, okay? Perfectly okay, okay? The power washing industry is a huge industry, several different specialities out there, okay? Look, just getting started, do concrete cleaning. Hey, that's a surface cleaner, that's a power washer, a small power washer, and that's a pump up sprayer that you can put bleach in, okay? Perfectly okay to start with lower level equipment. Don't get sold on the idea that you need a $10,000, a $15,000, or a $30,000 trailer or a skid just so you can go out there and power wash. Are those things nice? Absolutely. They're fantastic pieces of equipment. We utilize 2 skids and 1 trailer in our business today. But at the end of the day, I mean, it kind of boils down to we have the business to support that kind of expenditure. And when you're just getting started, your phone's not ringing. You don't have any income coming in. You can't support that level of equipment, right? Even if you have the money, it's just still not a wise decision, right? Because what happens is, you know, even if, let's say you do have the money, you spend the money out there and the business doesn't work out, because guess what? 90% of businesses end up failing after a year. So after a year, you're gonna go and try and sell that equipment. Guys, guess what? It depreciates faster than a lot of cars do, okay? The sale of equipment is a very competitive business out there. So for you to go out there and try to sell that equipment that you recently just bought, well, guys, you're probably gonna get pennies on the dollar, 50 cents on the dollar maybe, okay? And even worse, if you were to finance that level of equipment, now you're gonna be upside down, okay? Like if you get a $20,000 loan on equipment and you go and you try this business and it doesn't work out, you maybe sell the equipment for $13,000, okay? Because as soon as you run bleach through it, I mean, not too many people are gonna wanna buy it for full price, full sticker, right? You're gonna be upside down, okay? Don't do that. Let your business pay for your equipment when your business can pay for the equipment. Start humble, start slow, and get some equipment that you can afford, that you can pay cash for, and let's ride it from there. Alrighty guys, tip number 3, okay? Don't be so focused on the price when you're just getting started. Now guys, I get it. You guys have probably watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and guys are posting videos of them making $1,000, $5,000, $800 in one job, or $5,000 in a day, right? And I get it, it can be very, very exciting. Chances are these people that are posting these videos have been doing this for a long time, right? But what happens is you have these guys that come into this business and they're just so eager to try what they're seeing online, and I totally get it. And they actually literally do that. They actually tell their customers that, hey, it's gonna be $1,000, it's gonna be $1,500. And here's the problem, guys. It just might be a $1,500 job, and that's totally true. A lot of these homeowners, they're gonna get other quotes, right? They're gonna shop you. It's very natural for a person to, you know, when it comes to a big service like that, to get other opinions. And what happens is, when you're brand new, what does that mean? You have no online presence. I can look you up on Google. I don't find very many reviews, if any reviews at all. Maybe there's not a website yet. No pictures on your Google My Business. You know, your logo is very, very simple. It's very plain as day. I can tell that you're brand new. And so as a homeowner, myself, like, why would I choose to do business with you as opposed to maybe someone else that's maybe a bit more tenured, or someone else that's been a bit more experienced, right? That's a problem you can run into. Now, I'm not saying you can't go down the street and get a $1,000 job by walking up to a front door. You very well just might be able to do that if you're a good salesperson, right? And you know, you're going door to door, and therefore you're going door to door. You don't give the customers an opportunity to look you up and do some further homework about you. You might be able to close them on the spot. I know plenty of people like that, and they're pretty much born killers in that kind of sense, right? But the fact of the matter is, when you're just talking about finding you organically, you're gonna have to do something to kind of set yourself apart and to compensate for the fact that you're brand new, right? So maybe you're looking at a $600 or $700 job, you know, which would be a $600 or $700 job. Just say, hey, look, you know, you can either be open and honest about it. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, you know, I'm brand new, we're just getting started, and what I would love to do is just do an excellent job for you. And because I'm brand new and I'm learning, what I'd love to do is just say, hey, let's just call it $300 or $400. You'd be doing me a great favor because and if I do a good job, I'd love the opportunity to earn a 5-star review from you. I'll get some great pictures of this house and it'll greatly help me and my family. And in return, you'll get a fantastic service for a killer deal. Hey, will that be fair? Right? Those are conversations you can have with your customers when you're just getting started. And a lot of people love to help people, right? I mean, everyone has a warm, fuzzy feeling in their heart when they help somebody. So you can either have that conversation up front with them, or if you don't want to say that, that's completely fine. You might be looking at a $300 concrete job. Hey, do it for $150. Mr. and Mrs. Customer, hey, I'd love to get that done for you. $150, right? And they might be getting other quotes and they like, man, that's a good deal. I'm going to do business with you. They might not think about the fact that you don't have as many reviews as the other person. That happens to us all the time. We're far and away the #1 company in our area with over 500 Google 5-star reviews. We will get beat on price by people that have 60 reviews. So there's plenty of people out there that don't value the person who has the highest review. There's a lot of price shoppers out there. And the fact is, you might be able to grow your business a lot quicker and you might be able to get to a further place in your first year if you just focus on landing every single customer. If you not focus on the high ticket price, maybe for the first year, and just focus on landing every single customer, in a year's time, because you've landed almost every single customer because you're giving them just a bit better of a deal, you might find yourself in a year's time with 40, 50, or even 60 reviews, as opposed to you just kind of walking in there like you're the big sheriff in town and saying that I'm worth $1,000 even though I have nothing online and I just think I'm worth that much. In a year's time, maybe you might have 10 or 12 or 15 reviews, okay? So the person that can just, set their ego aside and do solid work at a good deal is gonna get a lot more ahead in business after a year's time because they've just focused on landing every single customer, okay? That's another customer in your CRM that you can remarket to. That's more pictures in your Google My Business. That's an extra review on your Google My Business, right? That's experience. Hell, you need experience, right? If you wanna continue to do good work and learn this business quickly, you need experience, right? So I would just tell you guys, don't be so focused on the price. Instead, focus on landing every single customer. Alrighty guys, tip number 4, get Google reviews. Okay, this should come at no surprise at all. Google 5-star reviews are the lifeblood of any service business. Why? Because customers are going out there when they're looking for a service, pressure washing, landscaping, roofing, right? They're gonna go up there and they're gonna count Google 5-star reviews. They're gonna compare your reviews, what they say, to another company's reviews. They're gonna count Google reviews and maybe, hey, this guy has more reviews than that guy. Maybe I should choose that guy, right? So it's such a huge factor of the review count, and just not just the quantity of the reviews, but the quality, right? What are they saying? Hey, this Austin guy, he did an amazing job, and not only did he do a great job, he walked us around the property and he educated us on what he was doing, right? The quality of your reviews. So, reviews mean so much. When you're brand new, it's gonna be kind of tough because, well, you don't really have that many reviews. And that's kind of how I talked about in the previous tip, which was, focus on landing every single customer, right? Why? Because when you're landing every single customer, you can ask them for a review, therefore it will help your review count, which therefore will help you get more what? Jobs, right? So how do we ask for a Google 5-star review? Well, this is a really great way to do it, and this is how I've been doing it for the last 6 years, and this is how we've built up to almost 560 Google 5-star reviews. So this is after the job is complete. I'll go up to the customer, we'll walk around the property and say, hey, look, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, does everything look fantastic? Most cases, they should say yes. If not, you go ahead and fix it, handle it, wipe whatever didn't get hit, fix whatever needs to get cleaned, right? When things look fantastic, you say, great, awesome. Hey, what I would love to do, if you have 5 seconds, I would love to share with you our Google review link. And Mr. and Mrs. Customer, this is where I would lower my voice. We literally, and if it's a we as a company, or maybe it's just you, I literally live and die on these 5-star reviews. It would mean the world to me if you could leave me a 5-star review. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm gonna lower my voice and I'm going to introduce the human aspect into it. I literally live and die on these 5-star reviews, which is actually true. We do live and die on these 5-star reviews. It would mean the world to me if you could leave me a 5-star review. You have no idea how much it would mean to me. And share with them your Google 5-star link, have it copied in a notes tab, text it to them, make sure they get it on their phone. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, did you get that link? Yes, hey, great. If you could leave me a review, that would be just awesome. That right there is how a pro asks for Google 5-star reviews. That's how I ask for Google 5-star reviews. So that's the 4th tip for you guys, is focus on getting Google 5-star reviews. Alrighty guys, tip number 5 I have for you guys. That's gonna be set up an organic marketing resume. Okay, you need a plan. What are you gonna do to go out there and market your business? You guys need to give every single day an assignment. Here's the problem. Guys start their business, and just because they think they have a Google My Business live and it's all verified and they have a logo on it, they expect their phone to blow up. That's not how it works. They expect it just because they have a website up and running that their phone's gonna blow up. That's not how it works. Just because you've put out a yard sign and it's sitting right there on the corner, do they think their phone's gonna blow up? That's not how it works. You need to give every single day a plan, and then you need to be consistently doing that plan, because this is not a business where you do one thing and then you get a whole bunch in return. You need to be doing a lot of things, and you need to be doing them consistently over time. And that's what gets the big snowball to go bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it ends up going down the road and you start catching a lot of customers on the way down with it, right? So let's say, for example, Monday, I'm focusing on passing out flyers on Monday. Monday, I'm going down this street, that street, and this street on a certain neighborhood with these certain customers that I want to do business with, and that's who I'm focusing on doing in terms of Monday. Tuesday, maybe I'm focusing on gathering a huge list of realtors, that way I can market to. I'm gonna spend all day on the computer marketing to realtors, sending them emails. And if you guys want my realtor template, you guys can get that in the first link in the description. That's gonna be my email that I send to every single realtor that I'm trying to gauge interest in when it comes to pressure washing. You guys can go down in the description and get that email. Maybe on Wednesday, I'm focusing on yard signs. Hey, I'm gonna spend all day Wednesday night passing out yard signs to these different neighborhoods on these intersections facing this direction. And that's what I'm gonna be doing on Wednesday, okay? Fact of the matter is, you guys need to have a marketing plan and a strategy. That way you guys are not going so scatterbrained. Because what can happen is there's so much that needs to happen in this business for it to take off, and you guys can kind of get lost in the sauce, lost in the weeds on that. You need to sit down on a Sunday night, have your whole schedule laid out. This day I'm doing this day I'm doing this. And then of course, you need to lay out your own personal things that you need to do. Take the kids to school, go to the gym, take your wife to dinner, whatever. You need to have your personal things laid out, but you need to have your business planned in that schedule and stay consistent on that schedule. That's the problem, is so many people are so scatterbrained and they never end up doing any true work because they have no plan. And a business without a plan is not a business really at all. And that's why 90% of businesses that, they end up failing after a year. Because why? It's a whole load of things, but certainly is they don't have a plan, they're not working a plan, they're not consistent on it. And what do you know? It's not there a year from now. So that's gonna be my 5th tip for you guys. Create a marketing plan and a strategy that you guys can be consistent, that you guys can consistently do on a week in to week out basis, okay? Come up with a plan, stick with the plan, stay consistent, and watch your business grow. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my 5 tips for starting a pressure washing business, okay? Look, if you guys are watching this video, I completely understand where you're at right now. You're excited, you're fired up. You want this business to work out, and you're doing what you need to be doing, which is, one, watching videos, not just my videos. There's a whole bunch of videos out there, okay? So you're doing what you need to be doing, okay? This is what you need to be doing. You need to be researching. You need to be going out there and doing what you need to be doing. And I'm very excited for you guys. So if you guys got any kind of value from this video or my channel, hey, please hit the like button. That would greatly help my video out. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers in the next 12 months, something that I've been trying to achieve for a while now. I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys can throw a like on this video, comment down below what you want to see next, and hey, hit the subscribe button. I would love to see you. And of course, you guys can get my 6-figure pressure washing program. That's gonna be the first link in the description. I'd love to see you inside. That way I can give you guys a lot more one-on-one time, help you guys out, answer any kind of questions you have. And of course, you guys can go through my 6-figure, 7-hour, 70 video blueprint tutorial course program that you guys can go through, and it's fantastic. We've had a lot of good results. A lot of people are getting a lot of success, and a lot of people are saying a lot of awesome things about it. So of course, guys, thank you guys for watching my video. I so much appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.